We have machines in order to take over work from us that we don't want to do ourselves in order to save us time. Then what do we do with all the time we have saved? Because we can't store this time. We have to spend it. We have to waste it. My answer to the question, what is it the machines want from us? What is their motivation? And well, my answer is yes, they want us to spend time with them. They want us to spend their time on them. Circuit training is a machine that tries to steal as much of that time people have to spend as possible and accumulate that. And it tries that by getting your attention. Initially, the machine doesn't know anything about what humans are interested in. What kind of images do we want? So it has to learn those. The learning process is part of the entire installation. So the first section is the data acquisition part. So it is a photo studio where people can volunteer to have themselves scanned by the machine. It takes their portraits, but it also scans the entire body because like what we wear, like the fashion we wear, maybe interesting colors, patterns, the shoes, this all contains different sorts of data. So I added a screen which tries to give you an overview of all the different areas, well, how it analyzes your data, what it does with it. There's also, of course, the whole statistics of the other data it has acquired, which happens in stage 2 of circuit training. So, in order to know what it is that humans find interesting, it needs the human feedback. So, the voting booth consists out of 4 little tablets. If you volunteer, you are presented with an image and then you have to decide if you like it or not. Each model has a certain aesthetic, but then I chain them together, like not I, the algorithm randomly picks several models, builds a pipeline out of it, and then produces images. In some sense, the same technique that I show here is something I use to train models, to decide to train for other artworks I create. It's possible that it created an image which, where it's close to something that hasn't got any votes yet, where it's indifferent. But this image might look very different to something it has created before. That's kind of the novelty check. So if an image is indifferent but looks different enough, like new to the machine, it will also present it as a vote. And there's the hope that eventually goes into places where it creates interesting aesthetics or stuff that, well, even I didn't expect. And hopefully it sometimes even shows you something that you didn't expect and that you still like. The final step is, of course, the one where the machine accumulates actual attention. But what it also does, there's another camera on top of the projection which watches the audience. And the more people are engaging with the image, well, looking at it, the more it accumulates their attention. It will include that in its learning process, in its generation process. So in this feedback loop, I'm hoping that over time, well, some kind of direction or several directions that are promising, that actually give the machine what it wants. So as you can see, this installation contains of a lot of different moving parts, a lot of technology, and I was really happy that OnChaos supported me in making it happen. So when you watch the output of the machine, you will notice that not everything it shows you is, well, beautiful or actually interesting. But that is the point. I think. It is learning, it's trying to be interesting. I mean, it's almost like a performance where this, and it's a long-term piece. So right now it's like a 2-year-old or something like that. It's alive.